people who thrive for a challenge, people who are competitive, and some who aren't, who just want to enjoy the camaraderie and see new places they've never been, experience new landscapes, experience new riding styles and skills. Yeah, and make new friends.
And then just, like, trust in humanity. Yeah, people will help you when least expected.
How do you get to Zihuatanejo from 3 days out in Nuevo Laredo? You gotta leave town, head south, and lose your mind. Take the long way down about 1,300 miles. You can take a train, you can take an aeroplane, you can take a ride. Yeah, you can take a ride. You can take a plane, you can take a fast train, or you can take a ride. Yeah, you should take a ride. I know a crew with a lot of skill. Some of them made it up Manny's Hill. 16 riders with a challenge of their own in mind. You could take some challenges. I recommend the Mezcalinges. You could take a cobblestone road to an ancient mine. You can take a train, you can take an aeroplane, or you can take a ride. Yeah, you can take a ride. You can take a plane, you can take a fast train, or you can take a ride, a moto rally ride. Trail. You could lose your phone on a bumpy road. You could pay the toll and take the high road. You can take a train, you can take an aeroplane, you can take a ride. You can take a ride. You can take a plane, you can take a fast train, or you can take a ride. A moto rally ride. How do you get to Zihuatanejo? 3 days out in Nuevo Laredo. Gotta take a Mezcal Moto rally ride. Gotta take a Mezcal Moto rally ride.
Well, good morning, good morning. It's 5:55 in the morning. And the race starts at 7. We are getting ready to start the Mezcal Moto Rally. When I figured, before we actually got started, I'm gonna go get some gas. Everything is obviously all closed up right now.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, ready to race?
Of course.
Yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful day.
Did you get some good rest?
Yeah, got a solid 5 hours sleep. It's about all you need.
I got my GoPro this time.
Cool.
Morning, Jen.
Good morning.
Morning.
How's it going?
Pretty good. A little tired.
Feeling pretty good. It's nice weather. Kind of breezy, sticky, but breezy.
It's really humid today.
First and most importantly, there's tacos and coffee here. Thank you, coffee people. And it looks like there's a lot of extra tacos, so I guess it's cool if we just take stuff on the road. Second, if you need to go to the customs office or anything, either a vehicle permit or your visa, your tourist visa, we're gonna have a group cross in through this bridge right there. 2 blocks here, there's the bridge that goes into Mexico. We're gonna have a group go in. Specifically, Amanda is gonna lead Amanda's gonna lead the group to the customs office. It's just about 2 minutes once you're inside of Mexico, and from the customs office, you can map it from there. It's pretty straightforward. Including myself, we're 16 riders now. I hope it doesn't drop any below that anymore. All right, everybody have a really good ride, a lot of fun, and be safe. We're leaving at exactly 7.
I'm ready, I'm excited, I'm pumped.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
How are you, Daniel?
Pumped. Ready to go. In other words, can everybody see how much of a loser I am because I'm not doing any challenges?
Well, whoever, are you gonna do any?
I'll try.
We give out these rally books just shortly before the takeoff, right? So everyone gets a rally book, and then, you know, then they that's the first time they're seeing the potential rally challenges.
Dude, we better get our shit together, man.
So they don't have a lot of time to really prepare for their route. They have a few hours.
Day 1 is wit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. You guys get started on rally challenges before the race is even started yet?
Just because you didn't think about it or was too drunk.
Hey y'all, welcome to Laredo, Texas.
Lots of history here, whether it be 1776 when the square was chartered by the King of Spain.
This community was established in 1755 and was a result of the Civil War, actually, or the war to secede from Mexico.
As well as actually being, it used to be the capital of the Republic of the Rio Grande.
So the significance of the San Agustin Plaza is that it was once the original city of Laredo, I think.
This is where it is. But today, you know what this place is? This is where we kick off.
Tomorrow morning, wheels down, kickstands up, Mezcal Moto Rally starts 2023. Get pumped.
We're starting in Laredo, Texas, so we will cross the border and then start the 1,300-mile journey. The problem with day 1 is the whole strip from Laredo to Monterrey. That's the problem. Like, everyone did it last year.
Yeah.
And it's really long and straight and boring. Yeah. And the only kind of entertaining thing around that straight strip is to ride the Rio Grande from Laredo, either on the Texas side or the US side. Ride the Rio Grande all the way down to like the next border crossing. But it's long. It'll add 3 hours to the ride.
The first place was at Panaderia. You know, that was kind of fun because the people in the Panaderia were like, they had no clue where we're going, right? Some people are taking pictures with them and shooting little videos, and they're super giggly. Nobody can believe that we're riding from Laredo to Zihuatanejo on motorcycles, 3 days. You know, they just can't believe it.
All right, last one out.
What happened? Everyone already left.
That's what happens when you're fighting a sinus infection.
Cliff, don't leave without a taco, man.
I gotta go. I'm a man of you know, just scheduling, and so I wasn't feeling awesome. I went back to the room and, you know, had some water and finished my coffee and came down and everybody was gone.
And I get no text from anyone. That's competition.
So it's Safety Dan in the background here. Just finishing up.
And as we were leaving, Anthony was
talk to one of the cops that was out in the parking lot and tell him what we were doing and all this kind of stuff. And the cop says to Anthony, he says, hey, well, you know what? We're going to give you a police escort, so we'll take you out to the toll road, get you out of town. All we did is just line up in a thing. We had a flashing light in the front, we had flashing lights in the back, and we just went out like we were the president of France.
No, we got a police escort.
Did they offer or what?
Yeah, they did. The dude was super cool. He's like, where you guys headed? We're like, Zihuatanejo. He's like, fuck, man, you guys are going far. Like, yeah, he's like, come on, I'll escort you guys out of town. That way you guys can get out of here quicker.
Yeah, cool, man.
So we were able to get on the highway and get moving the whole boring section in the day one went by pretty quick.
You know, there were moments of separation, like Brandon and Francois and I got separated, and so did Todd, and like everybody got separated in Monterrey. Navigating Monterrey is no joke.
It was like you'd leapfrog, like we're gone, and then like, oh, you're at the gas stop, and then we start running to Amanda and Carlos, and then we all kind of like on the same trajectory. It was like my first time. It was a nice way to ease into it. Good riding partner is just chill, dude. Yeah. Like.
So on the bike, anytime I get probably about 100 to 105, catch a really bad wobble. The whole bike, back and front, the whole thing's starting to shake.
Sometimes 85.
Yes,
it's weird. It's not a speed thing.
Can y'all see the wobble right behind?
Oh, Fran and I can see the wobble bad, like death wobble style.
They're all like, "Hey, dude, you all right?" I'm like, "I'm trying to control it."
All right, so I think we're all good here. That seems to be plugged in. Hopefully, we're recording audio right now. Let's turn around here. See what it's like a little slower speed, maybe.
So funny thing is, Chris kind of had that internal monologue to himself, and he was like, "Should I peace out and let them go in?" But I mean, you know.
No, I did. You know, I had the thought, I was like, "Dude, I'll just go home. Y'all freaking peace. Y'all go win this thing, right?" But you know, they're like, "Hey, we can go 100. You know, it's more fun together, anyways." So.
So Chris, what's going on right now?
I'm at my fourth shop trying to figure out my speed wobble. Now we're just to the point of place the tire, place the rim, take whatever it does to get back on the road. We're like, well, hold on. Before you buy tires, let me basically look at your bike.
Yep.
Like, put on the center stand. I'm literally in the street. Cars passing by. They start doing a couple tests, you know, spinning the wheel, checking the shocks, and they refuse to sell me tires. They're like, no, we will not sell you tires. You don't need tires. You have a warranty issue. You need to go to Ducati, right? And I was like, dude, just put tires. Like, no, go to Ducati, right? You have a problem. Yeah. This doesn't work if we replace the fucking bike. Again.
It's a great segue to Fran asking the owner of the shop to call Ducati for us. Literally got on the phone with Ducati and was like, hey, can they come? Can they get us in? Yeah. And the guy was like, no appointment, no big deal. Dude is like salt of the earth, coolest dude ever.
And I did that because of Mr. Billy Webb. Able to teach me Spanish enough to be able to ask that question with no phone.
In
Fuck
Spanish,
yeah.
In Espanol.
Dude, yeah.
I'll get that
yeah.
Hey everybody.
So it was all going good, and then I got on Highway 2 and just didn't see anybody. The whole time I've been just complaining and nagging and worrying about my fuel, right? I was like, I'm not used to having a bike that's gonna eat this much fuel at these speeds. So I had to spend like an hour cruising at like 80 this morning. It was just
way down to 80?
Excruciating. Oh my God.
Way down to 80?
I know I left Laredo a little bit later because I did the plaza thing late, right? You know, and all that. Didn't see anybody. Like, not a soul. I was like, I gotta like pass somebody, right? Like, they can't all be going 120, right? So didn't see anybody. And I was like, oh my God, am I that far behind? And I'm just like, oh God, this is such a bad start.
What do you think your average speed is?
65, 70.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. There's no way. I wouldn't make it. Yeah, I would have like a nervous
I guess
breakdown.
you don't want to be me.
Yeah, well, not that part, maybe. But the whole time, like, I was going fast, I was going slow, you know, I was dialing it up and down for fuel, for speed, you know, trying to balance everything. And, so I was like, whatever, I'm just doing my thing. And then we start hitting that first kind of gravel road, off-road section, and I'm just having a blast. Like, I'm cruising through that 50, 80 miles an hour, catching air. The Enduro Pro mode on these new GS's, slick. The suspension ride's perfect. The throttle control's great. No wheelie control or anything, so you can just romp it.
You don't have any of those buttons, do you?
Right there.
That's it. That's it.
That's right.
He's old school.
That's right.
Yeah. So I'm catching air. I'm doing all these bumps, and suddenly I'm like, man, I feel lighter, you know. And I look in the mirror. I'm like, is my bag crooked? So I pull over, right, and I look. I was like, oh, the bags are still on. It's like, you know, just a little, but it's okay. And I was like, where's my camelback? And at some point, it just flew away. So I turn around, and I'm cruising back, and then I pass like the 3 semis I just blew by, and they're all like, yeah, you know. And then one semi goes like this, and he waves at me, like waves me down. So I pull over.
Oh, amigo. Muchas gracias.
He handed me the camelback. He was smiling, I was smiling, and I was like, amigo, muchas gracias. You know, like, oh my God, thank you so much,
Yeah.
right?
We spent so much time from
getting
like
to that
Laredo
area.
to like all that boring slab. So yeah.
That's part of the rally, though, man.
You gotta fucking. We did all the challenges. It was just so nice. We got in some of the more remote areas and sampling things and.
Rostizado ranchero
Uh-huh.
de condimentos me lo prepara una persona allá en Monterrey.
We get to look more rare as we get into it.
The Guatemalan red dragon.
MMR 23, day 1.
Here we go.
Bienvenidos.
Yeah, it's dumb.
What's up, Nick? How you feeling?
I love that smell.
It's amazing. Smells like Mexico. When I hit my 4th abandoned gas station this morning, I was like, oh, I'm fucked. But I made it with 1 mile left in the tank.
Well, I think part of it is doing the off-road routes. You get to see stuff you're not going to see anywhere else, right? Like we stopped at this little small, like what Adrian was saying. Said, yeah, just go to the store. We go to that store. It's literally like a little shack about the size of this room. Husband and wife like selling little things like from basically was probably like the backside of their house. And I'm like, okay, like you wouldn't see that anywhere else.
I think we went into their living room to get water.
To get water.
Is it cold? So hot.
Habali.
Like so we're in the store.
Oh, Cliff
and we have
Francois.
we have 3 beers, right? But there's like 5 of us or whatever. So we figured that out. Because we were so effing hot or whatever, right? So Cliff and Francois take their jerseys off and put them in the freezer to like get them cold because they're so hot. And so they're sitting there like shirtless, basically, in the thing.
The worst part is
my phone wouldn't like map anymore because the phone kept saying it was like too hot to map. The phone. So I put my phone in the freezer. So you had the phone, 2 jerseys, some meat.
Yeah. I'll stop for lunch.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know what that is when I'm on when I'm on the road.
Yeah, so the police escort was cool. No issues.
Yeah, that was fucking.
Awesome. Yeah.
That was cool, and then
It took us a long way.
got off at the wrong exit. I was very excited for the off-road part.
I hung in there, yeah. As soon as we hit dirt, it was like cloud. Fucking, I hear him. I hear him up there. It was cool.
Oh, I was gone.
It was awesome, dude.
It was a lot of fun.
You know, I like dirt. I grew up in the dirt, but I mean, like, if I'm riding on the road, that's what I love. I love track days and all that kind of stuff. And so we take off and we're doing the road and we're just flowing, you know, and there's sort of like faster and slower amongst our group because we had the same 5 guys, right? So it was Manuel and Fred. Manuel, by the way, is super funny. I don't know if you've ever ridden with him much, but he hasn't done a lot of off-road, so he falls a lot. He does. Amount of times that guy was on the ground, like a lot.
It's a newish bike, and now it's dropped, and it's got some love marks on it, and yeah.
The important thing is you dropped
good.
it not doing a challenge.
Oh yeah, but I love stupid things though.
We did
the lady wasn't there.
We did the creek crossing like
3 times.
4 times. 4 times.
4 times, yeah.
4 times. It was like beer. No, it was like cross, and then we were like, oh, the beer's the other side. Cross, and then it was like somebody dropped a bike, cross, and then we're like, go get back to get beer, cross.
And then we did the river crossing. Not my best performance, but got the front wheel stuck in some mud and was just like, well, can't turn, so we're just gonna go.
And then eventually hit the highway. I think that was like super windy highway right after that. Super fun, super scenic.
Geography was not at all what I expected.
Like in one day, you can see like 3 different types of landscapes. Super scenic.
How's your Friday? Yeah.
And agua miel.
So apparently they're all out of agua miel. No agua miel, no pulque.
Hey, Francois, hello.
Where's the pulque? I want some pulque. I'm gonna fix my few hairs.
You don't have to. How was the creek crossing? Did you
It
do
was fine the second time. The second time I caught some mud and fell. Because Cliff fell in front of me. I was going around him. Caught some mud. Laid the bike down a little bit. Real slow, real gentle.
Maybe it was that we went across it 3 times and made it muddier every time.
Yeah. After that, it's something about the cross of like beat him to something.
We don't have any signal here to actually map.
Yeah.
Por aquí fue donde murió Jenny Rivera.
This is a very famous Mexican singer that...
And she had a plane crash here.
Out here somewhere.
Something like that.
I go and cannot find La Cruz at all. Cannot find it.
Hola. Hey, perdón. ¿Dónde está el potrero de Prieto?
There's no waterfall in sight or any signs for waterfalls or people to ask. So I'm just cruising down these little streets, and the streets are all about yay wide. And I mean, I'm on this 1250 GS, loaded up. It's probably 700 pounds, right? And there's not enough room to turn around.
Sideways now.
Because it's all gravel, it's all loose, it's all tough, it's uphill, downhill, and I'm hitting these dead ends, and I'm having to like manhandle this bike backwards and turn it around, and I'm getting like exhausted, absolutely exhausted. And I was like, all right, I'm leaving.
Well, shit, does that count?
No, that is an actual waterfall. It is falling off the top of that rock. So, yes.
Damn, this is nice. This is really, really awesome. We turned around 18 times, right?
It was kind of comical because there's a few marks where like I'm there waiting for someone. Francois like, "Where are we going?" He's like, "Adrian went that way, Todd went that way. Don't know where Cliff is, but we're here." And I'm like, "Yeah, let's just go this way. Let's see what's over there."
Well, let's go back and pick up Cliff's bike first, and then let's pick a route. So.
So at this point, it's 2.5 hours that I've wasted walking around, sweating my ass off, beating the shit out of my bike. I've used all my water, didn't find the waterfall. I'm definitely not gonna get there first either. So yeah, this is where you come in. So I get it back on the road, right? Like another 35 minutes back to tarmac. I'm like, oh, thank God, paved roads. Windy, it's nice to cool off a little bit. So when we hit Highway 57, I already identified that there's a little rest stop. I was like, I'm gonna go get a consolation prize, have an ice cream, and just chill a little bit. And then I see this huge Harley rolling in. It's got this weird like Snoopy, Hello Kitty dash, and I was like,
Yeah.
That's an American. I was like, I probably know him. And then I'm like trying to scope him out, but also stay in line. I was like, I think, yeah. I was like, oh wait, I thought he wasn't making it. Like what? And then it's Brian. And so we chat, and I'm here giving him my whole sorrow of the day. And then he's like, oh, hey, did you see that? Like the Sand and Slows just blew by. And I was like, oh my God, how does this get worse? And then it gets worse. Rob pulls in. And I was like, oh God, I'm dead last. Oh no, how did this happen? The day started so good. No offense.
Yeah. None taken.
At this point, I'm like literally rock bottom, like absolute rock bottom. Like physically, I was on empty hours ago, and then now like psychologically, spiritually, mentally, whatever, all of it, I'm just like, I'm negative right now.
Any idea where Manny's Hill is?
No, I think we make shit up.
Well, all right. Well, I'm ready. Y'all ready?
All right, everybody. Right behind me here is the tunnel. It's the entrance to Real de Catorce.
Pueblo Magicos are the magical cities of Mexico, designated by the state. Lots of history, lots of culture.
The boys and the bikes right there. Right through this tunnel on the other side.
Explaining what Pueblo Mágico is, and that is pretty much it.
Bienvenidos a Real de Catorce, un pueblo mágico.
Implemented these a while back to promote tourism. I think when maybe tourism was.
And so I hit Real, hit the cobblestone roads, and I know there's a gas station in there. I'm really banking on that station being open because I've not had a good track record so far today. So I pull in, and there's nobody there. You know, there's an attendant and one guy hanging out on a bike. And so I pull up, and I'm like, hey, like, you know, premium, full, please. And then I start chatting with the guy while the other guy's pumping gas. I'm like, oh, like, you know, it's a good day. He's like, ah, good day. And he's like, oh, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, it's motorcycle race. I was like, oh, he's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, have you seen a lot of motorcycles today? He's like, oh, I've seen tons of them go by already. And I was like, I get to the hotel, and I don't see any bikes outside. And Katie's like, oh, you got to pull it inside. I was like, okay, like, I'm going to go do these other challenges. And I was like, where's everybody else? They're like, no, you're the first one here. And for like, you can ask them, for like 5 minutes, I was like, no, you're full of shit. Like, you guys are messing with me. I was like, this day has been so bad already. I don't need this practical joke too. Like, I literally can't take it.
On the off chance that I'm first.
You. Okay.
Who'd have thunk it?
There
I'm
you
first.
go. You got, so now, wait, do you need a photo of you being first on your
sure this
thing?
isn't like a big practical joke?
No, it's not. Everyone's hiding.
Okay.
And I was like, how? I was like, God, I hope they're okay. Like, there's no reason those guys shouldn't be here already.
All right. Again, back. Ready, turn. All right, we're nearing the end of day one. We're right outside Real de Catorce, but we took a little bit of a detour to head up Manny's Hill. For anybody who doesn't know the story, watch Mezcal Moto Rally 2022's video and get all the juicy details.
I'm so out of shape. Me too. Okay. I was picking it up and I was like, fuck, I can't pick it up.
All right. So we're coming down from exploring Manny's Hill.
Manny's Hill?
We basically went a few miles up into the mountain, all dirt and gravel roads, shit ton of donkeys. We eventually turned around, and on our way down,
Something jumped out. Do you want to point out whatever jumped out in front of you here? Was it this one? Hold on. A chupacabra jumped out.
the boulder at Real de Catorce this year.
And we are cleaning it up a little bit. It's definitely not as pretty.
That's not straight anymore.
TLC, but
we
think it's rideable. That's not the way that was, I'm sure.
No, that's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Back to the adventure, Dan?
Back to the adventure. All right.
See you in a little while, guys.
I cruise on up to Manuel's Hill, and I get all the way to the top. Not too much trouble, you know, like had a good amount of off-road riding experience today. And then once I'm at the top, I'm ready to like submit my challenge, right? So I stop, and I go to turn the camera off, and the ground is really soft. And the bike starts sinking. I put my foot down. My foot goes right through the ground, and my bike just goes wham with all my bags and everything on it.
Hey everybody, you ready to witness my insane stupidity amongst all this beautifulness? Check her out. And look at that undercarriage. Oh yeah, it only smells a little bit like gas. Well, we'll see what kind of damage we got once we get her back up, but that brake levers had better days. So tried picking her up probably 5 or 6 times now, and ain't gonna happen, Captain. So hopefully help comes soon.
And then I finally flagged down like a truckload of construction workers. I'm like, oh, por favor, like, es posible, like, ayúdame, levantar mi motocicleta. And then they're like, I was like, yeah, sí, es arriba. They're like, what did you do? And I was like, I crashed it. And we turned the corner, and those guys just start laughing. And I was like, thanks, laughing at my pain. But they get it up, and they're great dudes. They're great guys. They're like, no, you get on the bike and you ride it down. We'll take your bags for you. And I was like, what service? Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lock on it. Sí, ¿cómo vamos arriba?
Si tienes que regresar, baja. Ah, sí. Si quieres aquí el uno, la siguiente que baja, da para abajo. Y ya por la de abajo ya sube por eso.
Primo la derecha?
Sí, baja y ya sube por este lado. Aquí abajo.
Okay, yeah, I think it's, yep,
sí, no,
down
da vuelta aquí a la plaza.
Okay, around the plaza.
Sí.
Dude, gracias.
Get there?
I know, I said primo de la derecha.
What do you say?
Yeah, I said right around this plaza.
He said it's on the square.
I think it's up here to the left, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure where.
Buenas tardes, ¿cómo les va? Necesitamos llegar al Hotel Mágico. ¿Será que podemos pasar por aquí?
Aquí está cerrado con candado. Necesita darle vuelta.
necesitas regresarte desde donde vienes o aquí luego antes de que te hagan los policías, aquí bajas luego a la derecha.
We got to go around the park.
You're hanging a right turn up there?
Yeah, right through that.
She's getting a ramp.
Messed it up, but I'm fine. I'm pumped. I'm here. That's a gorgeous view, and I'm ready for a cerveza.
That was fun, man. That was a lot of fun. Oh, that cobblestone road was not made for this bike.
I was right. You got that shit in there. That fucking frost, baby. I saw it and I was like, that's
Yeah, I was real impressed with that.
I was more impressed with your fucking U-turn over there. I was like, oh,
Hey,
let that bitch
salute.
around.
Salute.
George! It's a good day.
Hell yeah.
They're like, oh no, we got to park this way. And then so I was like, all right. So I'm trying to make this right turn right here on the patio. And my bike starts tilting and I'm like, I have nothing left.
Oh my god. Join the fucking club, dude.
Actually, I need to dump the sand out of my exhaust, I think. Either that or I cracked the head gasket, I don't know.
This is George laid out when he gets here. George's bike laid out when he gets here.
Yeah, I think I might have cracked the head gasket, I don't know.
Oh, good deal. Good deal.
Hold on, George. This will be your new profile picture.
Yeah, take a good one, man.
Oh shit. Glad you guys were able to make it. I had to go to the Ducati store. Monterey. We went to Monterey. That's what we did. You didn't see the point of challenges?
Huh? I thought you guys just weren't doing them. Well, I thought you guys were just saving them for later or something.
Well, it was cool riding your bike through the hotel. I mean, I don't know how you got all those bikes on the patio. I mean, I don't even know what the load rating on the patio was, for God's sakes. I mean, that was probably questionable as well, but...
The patio collapsed 3 days later.
No.
Smart man over there.
What's up, guys? Hey, buddy. How was it? Like,
Yeah, quite the adventure.
Yeah?
Which means it was fantastic.
You mean we had to turn it?
Oh. How was yours?
Good. It's freaking awesome.
Did you just get here now or you been here?
No, I just pulled up. We're waiting to bring the bikes in.
Hey man, welcome.
You just rolled in.
What'd you end up doing? I passed you at the center over there, and you.
Oh, yeah, you guys took off, and I waited for them to come out of the tunnel.
Oh, you did.
And then we missed this, and went down, and then went down the hill.
Oh, nice.
Got lost, but that's okay.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
what
I
it's
got
all
lost.
about.
We definitely got
And then
lost.
George went by us. His bike looked like a steam engine.
Yeah, he dropped it and it was smoking. Mine, I dropped mine too.
Wow!
It's awesome, dude. I've never ridden through this part. It's just beautiful. Yeah. So nice, and all the elevation changes, and like it's hot, and then it's cool, and it's so amazing. This is great.
On brand. The ride was so good. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Everything is just straight out of a movie here.
Have you ever been to Real?
I have. Yep, I went alone last year. Hey!
Eyes went out.
Good. Was it good? Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You're pretty.
Actually, so just taking all the off-road trails were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They were all a lot of fun. If you actually take was it Highway 54, take Highway 2 down to 54, and actually just take that route. Just the main route is good. Yeah, that was probably the most fun I had today.
Alright, we took regular pictures today, right?
We're finally at the Magic Pueblo here. This is actually, it means very historic towns. What a day!
You know what? I might have bitten off more than I can chew with this.
Okay.
Dusty as hell. Trying to find that waterfall.
Oh yeah.
And it just took. I mean, the road into the town was fun.
Yeah.
But once we were down there, we got stuck for like probably an hour.
Stuck
trying to cross the river.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Damn.
A lot of bikes on the ground.
Yeah. Shit, man. Okay. Well, you're here.
Yeah,
Who needs a beer?
I have Mezcal.
Everything will be calculated, I mean, as soon as you submit it. And then in about 15, 20 minutes, another beer, a couple more logs in the fire, and we'll announce winners.
So our group, the 3 people, realized that like just by virtue of having 3 people, it's gonna take longer.
Yeah. You want to shorten it?
Simple things like just paying tolls.
Sorry.
Right?
One more
Get
time,
gas.
please.
Get gas.
I didn't accept it.
Go in the bathroom. Right? So like, sometimes someone just wants to take their helmet off. Sometimes someone wants
after
a beer.
After MMR last year, I saw it saying that like it sounds really corny, but it really stuck with me. If you want to go fast, go alone.
Yeah.
But if you want to go far, go together.
You found the waterfall?
No, I didn't mind.
No, he did not find the waterfall.
No. Well, actually, no.
You don't get points for the waterfall.
I dropped the bike.
No points for the fucking waterfall.
Hey,
you don't get points for the waterfall.
If you guys, if you had ridden by yourself, would you have tried any of those challenges?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we
did it because it was a group.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit more.
Cheers, Rob.
Yeah, I asked for a top off. I meant it.
This guy doesn't, I don't want to speak for you, but I've never seen him terrified. Like, he'll take on anything. He was following us today, off-road, holding his GoPro and riding with one hand at the same speed we were, so.
Oh, it's super fun. It was so fun. The whole day. Yeah. If I really had to, I think maybe I'm relying too on like some of the Spanish-speaking people in the group. I think if I really had to, I could throw some French in there, add some O's and A's at the end, you know? But no, yeah, there's definitely a language barrier. I think that's like the only thing.
Yeah.
But,
What's up, man?
How you doing?
How was your day? You tired?
Yeah, so I'm eating like a 4th helping of beans.
Man, so today was really, really close. But we're at 3rd place. Manuel, 3rd place. We have 125 points.
Fuck yeah, Manuel!
Nice. George with 130 points is in 2nd place.
What?
2nd place, George. 130 points. And by a nose for 1st place, Todd, 145 points.
Fuck yeah, Todd! Fuck yeah!
Yeah, it was that one last submission. As customary with Moto Rally, daily winners.
What do we got? Oh, what do we got here?
This is a wool poncho.
Oh, nice. That's gorgeous.
Made by the Huichol community, which is the indigenous community of this area, Real de Catorce. So try that one on, man.
Awesome, man.
You're gonna need it tonight. It's gonna get down to 50.
Oops, sorry. That's awesome. How do you get this on here?
He has to wear that tomorrow, right?
Fahrenheit or Celsius? Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Ow!
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's
Hey, good job, guys. Y'all three are fucking badass. Yeah. All right, so all of the challenges for tomorrow are on the app. Our destination for tomorrow is Valle de Bravo. Valle de Bravo is it's about 380 miles without challenges. We estimate that it's going to take between 8 and 10 hours. 8 and 10 hours, depending on how many challenges that you take. 8 and 10 hours. So most of tomorrow is going to be highway. There's some potential off-road stuff. Leaving Real de Catorce tomorrow morning. We're going to take off at 7 a.m. And I really hope that everybody can arrive to Bravo tomorrow by 6 p.m. because we've got a pretty badass band coming to play tomorrow night. Yeah. All right, so review your challenges, drink more beer, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, congratulations, Todd.
Good job. Nice. It was good. It was fun. Yeah.
Private shower.
So much fun. Yeah. that little road from that what it's called?
Yeah.
Beer place. Yeah. To where we were, that was a fun little road, man.
A lot of bike drops today.
There was a few. Yeah.
Like, did everyone drop their bike today?
I mean,
in y'all's group,
there was parts where we didn't see Todd, so I don't know if his bike was dropped or not. So there's that.
Where was he? My bike is still super clean.
Okay.
Super clean. Like, I have all my hand guards.
Yeah.
I have my mirrors. I have
like hand guards like this.
Yeah. Actually, this is a back scratcher now. So
France champ.
No problem.
Yes is king. All right.
No problem whatsoever.
My bike's running like a champ. Great, no problems. Dropped it today, bent a couple things. I'll know tomorrow once I go above 70 if anything is permanently damaged.
If you saw the WhatsApp, there was one person in particular that dropped their bike, and we weren't even out of Texas.
Huh?
How'd that happen?
It was at the empanada place. So I was backing up, and this old man in like this old like Lincoln Town car was backing up also. And so basically, literally, our tires hit, and then it was like the slowest. I was like, and then I just dropped my bike.
And of course, I was there to help by taking a picture.
Yeah. I was trying to pick it up, and I look at, he's just like, oh, and he goes back to his bike. I'm like, oh. Thank you, Todd.
At one point, we're on one of the trails, and like my rack that holds all my luggage, it has 3 mounting points, and one of the bolts had 86 along the ride, and so it was all like tweaking and whatever, and so Cliff was all honking.
Figured out what happened. Francois had like another bag of just like random bolts,
which is
saved the
awesome,
day.
right?
Then Adrian's like, "Oh, I have mezcal." So while we're working on that,
by the way, you do a very good Adrian impression.
I will say that there's always a variable, and the machines are definitely a variable. And I think we are encountering that this time. So like, we have confidence in our personal ability and our determination. Machines are outside of our control. So yeah, I think it's the experience that's fun, right? It's something that's shared between people that you enjoy to spend time with. Sort of increases that experience. I guess I personally don't think that it would be fun by myself, right? I could tell stories and they'd be like, yeah, dude, I wasn't there. Let me talk about me. You know what I mean? Like, a story is better when it's shared with someone. Yeah. And also it takes on a life of its own times 3. I experienced it one way, Fran another way, Chris another way. So the story just kind of like builds upon itself based on how someone experienced it differently. We just had more fun that way.
And who's going to laugh at your jokes if you're alone?
That's what I'm saying.
Rob was weaving in and out. We started with Rob at the border, and we just kept meeting up with him. That was cool. He's just like, no challenges, like no challenge rule.
I'm going to the hotel.
He's going for
I'll
golf.
see you guys there.
Golf scores.
I'm just
no
riding to
scores,
the hotel.
The lowest score.
So it's funny because like he said, you know, the original like directions, right? That doesn't have the hotel like address or whatever.
Yeah.
He was going off of that. It's like, we stop at
Dude, I
one
would've been doing
point,
that too, honestly.
and I looked at his map, and I'm like, dude, where are you going? Like, essentially, he's like, yeah, I'm just going to Real de Catorce,
Awesome,
like,
dude.
whatever. It's like, you don't have the right address. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, do you have the app? Hey, yeah, I downloaded the app, so I opened the app and like set everything up. He's like, oh, fucking cool, man. He just gets going. He's like, all right, I'm good now. Like, I can make it there. And then he just takes off, and he's just on his own.
Dude,
roll,
he is, but I dig his vibe because it's like we think he's way back there. And it's like, dude, he's like right here at the
Yeah,
stop, like 100K on my app.
yeah,
you know? It's awesome.
he's with us the whole time.
It's killer, dude.
My only goal for tomorrow is to find a bank or an ATM because I am out of money. I said, well, I'll just stop at an ATM down the road. I stopped at 10 different Oxos and Pemexes and all that
It's like
kind
me
of
and
stuff.
gas.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna start with getting some sleep, and we'll see how I feel in the morning. I don't even know if I can get out of bed in the morning, honestly. Like I got beat up pretty bad today, so we'll see how it goes.
There's a lot less tomorrow.
Yeah, there's less.
Which I was like,
there's like
they're either
9,
more difficult,
like 9,
or they're like harder to find. That's my thought.
Tomorrow is a lot of distance. The band, they're only available from 6 to 7. They got a wedding at 7.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, man, I want
So are we all invited to the wedding then?
Well, that's exactly where we should go.
Yeah.
Gotta repack the bag. The bag is not efficient. We got warm clothes on the left, cold clothes on the right. We gotta fix that shit. So I'm repacking. 4:45 a.m. It's gonna be a thing.
In the morning, I'm going across the street. Dame un café de olla. We'll get some coffee. And then we'll figure it out from there. That's all I got right now. I haven't even looked at challenges.
Go with our gut in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
He's behind us somewhere. We had to leave him.